Hello,
What's up, y'all?
And welcome to
So Rude. I am here with the prince, the perfect, the person of the year, Sebb Argo.
Oh, you heard about that?
I
thought
wasn't.
It was a surprise.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I spilled the beans.
Yeah, I did get counted to be the person of the year.
It'll happen.
P-O-Y.
Baby, if that's what you want, that's what you will get.
And I'm here today with the B-O-Y-T-O-Y-V-O-Y.
Boy, doy, voy.
Bottom of the year, top of the year, verse of the year.
Oh, wow.
Dion Yorkie.
Wow. Just doing it all. Doing backflips.
Yeah,
on those
she
toes.
is Eiffel Towering and also being the Eiffel Tower.
Sounds like a fun time to me, so I'm down. Yeah, it's going to be a fun week.
How you doing, Dion?
Woo!
Go.
I am very good. I have a lot of fun stories, a lot to chat about. This week has been kind of crazy for being a chill week.
I feel like, well, before we get into it, shout out to the Patreons. Thank y'all for being amazing and keeping this pod going, baby.
Always. That's patreon.com/Sebastian. We really do love your support. And if you guys want to see this pod more, go show some love over there. That's where you can get behind the scenes content like mukbangs.
Yeah, what should be our next mukbang? And also, I guess this week we'll post a little sneak preview of the book.
Yeah, so our patrons will get the first exclusive of the book. So if you want to know more about that, go there. And it's been, what were you saying?
Nothing. The shout out of the Patreons.
Yeah, we love y'all. Give us 5 stars wherever you listen to pods. And let's get into it. So what are you drinking today?
I'm drinking a little latte. I was gonna put vanilla in it, but I did this morning. So today's just a regular latte.
Do
you want to try?
Yes. I'll smell it.
Well, cause
smells nice.
We figured out
nice.
Dion. Here's the thing about Dion. One sec.
Before Sebb reads me, let's say what I was drinking, because you didn't ask me what I'm drinking. Rude.
What are you drinking?
God, that's very rude. So rude, bitch. I broke my Yeti's virginity today.
Oh,
because usually
what?
I didn't put my dick in it.
Well, that's what it sounded like, honey.
I'm like, this is great for a fleshlight if you put a sleeve inside.
Not the Timu toy.
The Timu sleeve inside the Yeti. No, I broke its virginity because I was like only gonna use it for water, because then it's like I'm in the habit of using this for like 3 liters of water per day, because it's like 3 of these a day. You're good, right?
Yeah.
But I put a Coca-Cola
Covey. I was getting worried, honey.
If you don't know Covey, we're obsessed. They're basically like probiotic. Sorry.
What's the
sodas
difference
with zero
prebiotic
sugar
and probiotic?
So probiotic is like a stomach kind of like thing.
Yeah.
Prebiotic is like what you take before anal.
No, because at what point are we making things up? Because that soda, not Covey. Covey's amazing. We love Covey. There's another soda called, I don't know if it's Poppy or another one. And they say, we're a prebiotic soda. I'm like, are we making this up, honey?
Poppy's wildin', because Covey has the probiotics.
Yeah.
So the price is like, it makes sense. They're also delicious. They're healthier, zero sugar, right? So I get it. Poppy, on the other hand, there's no probiotics in there, and they're more expensive than Covey's.
Get Covey's, y'all. And they're actually so good. Somebody on Twitter was like,
be careful.
Reading people. They were like, there's no way y'all actually enjoy these. Like, just have a soda. Stop trying to make everything healthy. And I was like, girl, but they're actually good, and I don't want, because like the amount of sugar that's in a Coke,
it's insane. I can't drink Coke anymore. Like, I'll have a Cola version, and then I have one sip of a normal Coke and my tummy hurts, and I'm like, oh my god, like I didn't realize how much sugar this was.
Yeah, because it's so much sugar,
and it's like the corn syrup and stuff, cornstarch or whatever, which is actually turns out that's bad for uric acid. So I'm going to be on the watch for that, because uric acid has been giving me a little toe fun.
So as we know before from the past, I know we've told you Dion almost overdosed on magnesium one time. Happy how this saved.
A long time ago.
Because he didn't know the difference between teaspoon and tablespoon. So he was taking 2 tablespoons of magnesium when he was supposed to be 2 teaspoons of magnesium.
And the moral of that story is that you have to be careful.
And magnesium can kill you if you overdo it.
Yeah, make sure you are not just like randomly taking a bunch of shit. Like, get your blood tested, like take what you're supposed to be taking and the dose you're supposed to take it.
So we did that in Mexico last Christmas. We took our blood test on. They were like, okay, so you're just like, both of you are low in iron. Seb, you're extremely low. You're about to die from low iron. And I was like, oh shit. They're like, you, Seb, have to take these iron supplements for 3 months. Dion, you only have to take them for 1 month.
Well, I love the vitamin gig we've been getting into. We have like a whole regimen of vitamins every day. So I just continued it after the first month. I was like, well, I need iron in my body still. Like, I feel good.
And I was like, well, Dion, it's my dose that you're taking. So I don't think you're supposed to take it anymore.
But I genuinely like was mistaken because I didn't know that. I was like, oh no, I think the paper said I should take it for 3 months as well. I was wrong.
And I was like, no, baby.
So apparently the high iron can cause...
Dion has been having a lot of issues on his toes.
Yeah, like too much uric acid, which can come
painful
from like just giving your body too much of things. It can come from like over drinking and stuff, but I'm not drinking. And like, so we were trying to figure out what it was. We think it might be the iron pills
because you're supposed to only have 5 milligrams of iron per day or something,
and we were doing 30, 40.
Yeah, because we were really low. We were doing 30 milligrams per day, but like just to like readjust the body. But Dion was supposed to only do it for 1 month.
And on top of that,
he's doing
30,
steak.
40 milligrams a day. I decided, to do like, get really into the red meats, which are also high in iron and everything.
Charcuterie board every night for dinner.
And then on top of that, I have an addictive personality. And because like I'm in my sober journey, I've been like juices every day. Like I'll have a green juice and a beet juice and a ginger juice all in one day. And I didn't know that over juicing was also a bad thing.
Yeah, I think it's always just like everything is in a balance.
Which I tell you
every week. I tell you.
Yeah, but I think like I look at it like in real terms of like balance in my life. I've really only been getting to a better, healthier point for the last 5 months because I'm going on 5 months with no alcohol. So it's like for these last 5 months, I've kind of like been taking an outside look at my life of how can I have more balance. So it's still a journey. Like I'm a little baby, only 5 months.
And I feel like it's good also that you're like your addictive personality manifests in like
good ways, like
juices rather than like something else like cocaine or something like happy to save.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. Like I've done work to get to that point where I'm like, okay, what are the things I can get addicted to that are good for me? Yeah, but still, it's
always just good to have balance, you know.
Yeah, whatever. But like I do, for instance, like with swimming, I'm addicted to that now. But
I know.
It's balance. Like I'll swim for half an hour, and now that's kind of seems easy for me. I'm like, oh, I should do like an hour, and then I'm like, maybe I shouldn't because your body also needs a break.
Yeah, like I think an hour is good.
No, not if you're also doing like an hour and a half in the gym.
And then don't do more than 30 minutes in the sauna. I feel like we should look that one up.
I've been doing longer than 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Like today I did 40 minutes, then I swam for half an hour, and then I did another 25 minutes.
She's trying to be skinny for summer. I need to get in on that.
You do, because summer's coming and it's working for me. No, I'm not saying you do. No, I'm saying like you do need to get in on it because I never got into saunas until like a year ago.
Yeah.
And now I used to hate it because like after 10 minutes I'm like, okay, I feel one drop of sweat. I'm out of here. It worked. But now I love it. I'm like completely drenched in an hour and I'm like, this feels amazing. Like, why did I hate sweating before?
I know you would always like at the gym, I don't sweat. I'm like, girl, it's a gym.
That's what it's for.
The only thing is I just don't like public. I just do private saunas.
Well,
I'm kidding. No. I'm saying like I just hate people in saunas, so I have to go like.
Well, I do like a life hack. Like I'm usually, for the most part, I'm the only one in there because I go early.
Yeah.
But if I go later in the day, there's people there. But like my life hack is bring a book, and then no one bugs you, and you just read your book.
You would think, but as we've talked before, literally the other day we were reading in the sauna, and this guy's like, "What are you guys reading?" I'm like, "The Odyssey."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh."
See, well, that one invites more conversation, that sauna, because it's a like public co-ed sauna. Like it's like.
Well, you have like, some stories that you have.
I'm gonna get into it. It's because the sauna that Seb's talking about is like one where it's like by public area, so anyone can go in. So it leans more to conversation because there's like just anyone in there. But then there's another sauna I go to, which is in a change room.
Yeah.
So that's more private because like it's like some old men are going in there naked, like whatever. So people are kind of minding their own business.
But that one's also further away.
People do have the tendency to talk, but less in that. I've noticed less in like a change room sauna than a public sauna. So what, should I get into my story?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
What happened in that sauna?
I have it written down so I know what I want to say. Well, I have like a question to ask you after the story. That like a little like back and forth. But so basically I was going to the sauna the other day, as we talked about. I was sauna girlies. And I'm chilling in the sauna, and like I just said, people like go in there naked, and I'll go in naked but like with a towel on, and I always have like my swimming shorts like right there,
handy,
like hanging, handy. So like if I get uncomfortable, I can also grab those. But I have my towel so I can cover. But anyway, so people will come in naked, sit beside you, whatever. It's like normal, and I'm reading my book, like I said, so I'm minding my own business. But this one guy comes in the sauna, and he sits like, it's just me and him. So he sits like as far away as he possibly can from me, which is to be expected because like that's just
what would someone just come in and sit cheek to cheek?
Yeah, right. Like it's like going to a urinal. And there's 3 urinals, and you go beside someone. Like you don't do that.
Which I'm always like, we'll talk about that.
Okay. So, yeah.
Because I feel like whoever invented urinals was gay.
Very. Because it's just about for looking at dicks.
Like, what is the point?
And like, ew, I hate when it's like, it's not really my kind of porn, but those porn videos where it's like hooking up by the urinal, they're like jacking each other. I'm like, that's disgusting.
Yeah, it's like all the
I
juices.
don't pee in urinals because the splashback is so real.
And it's
so
like,
hooking up there is not
like
hot
whoever
for me.
invented
that is
those
not sexy.
without the wall is like, so you just want to stare at other dicks.
Yeah, like that's why you're here. Let's be real.
And it's like, I feel like gays don't really stare at each other's dicks because they're like when it's like a straight bathroom, because you don't want to get hate crimed. I'm literally when it's like that, I'm like aiming at the corner. I'm like, I don't want to see anything. It's like seeing Santa Claus when he's setting up the presents.
You're like, look everywhere but the dick.
Yeah.
So that's me in the sauna basically, right?
Yeah.
If people come in naked and I'm like, look anywhere but the dick. But I have my book, so I'm not concerned. Like I'm very much like, for me in the sauna, I found studying.
It's a you place.
It's what?
A you place.
Yeah, it's a me place. Like I'm there to study my music theory, and like I soak in the information while I'm sweating like so well. It's like, it's just been a really cool experience for me. So I'm like in it.
Wow, you're like pushing the toxins out and soaking in the knowledge.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
That's fucking hot.
Maybe that's what makes your knowledge so sticky in your brain.
It's been sticky lately because the music theory is to a point where now I'm like, wait, like I know music theory. I don't feel like I'm learning it.
Wow.
I feel like I got it. It's down.
With the recent songs you made.
So I'm in the sauna and this guy's there. And actually, what happened at first is he walked. This I like recollected from my thoughts back, which we'll get into. But he walked in with his clothes on at first, and then left like
fully clothed.
Yeah, fully. He walked in fully clothed, and then 2 seconds later walked out. That was how it started. And I thought to myself, why did that guy just like fully walk in here clothed and then leave like literally 20 seconds later? Like that was weird. Then he comes back in a towel.
He's like, oh, it's a party.
So he saw me, because he admits to this later. He saw me, and that's why he came back. So he sits far away from me. Now let's speed the story up. So then he goes, as he comes in with the towel, he goes, so is there a knob? And I'm like, what? A knob? What are we talking about? Because already I'm like,
yeah, I'm like,
what knob are we talking about?
And like, is he asking if you're hard?
Right? I'm like, wait a damn minute. So he's like, is there a knob? And I'm like, what? And he's like, a knob? And I'm like, so I assume he's talking about adjusting the temperature of the sauna, because everyone always complains it's too cold, which I don't fucking know what they're on, because this sauna specifically is hot, bitch. So I'm like, oh, guys usually just dump water bottles on it. There's a giant sign that says, don't fucking dump water. And everyone comes in and dumps a whole. One guy admitted he brings four water bottles from school every day. Yeah.
From school? He says
from school he brings his 4 water bottles and dumps it on.
What school? Isn't he an old man?
No, this was, so when this guy came in, he dumps the water, because I tell him that's what people do. And then he goes, his water's empty, I guess. So he goes, is there anywhere to get cold water in this place? And I'm like, the showers? I don't fucking know. Like, what the fuck? So he goes and gets more water. When he comes back, another guy comes in. So now, when he comes back, he sits beside me, like not far away. And then seconds later, another guy comes in and sits where he was. So now I'm like, wait, why has he come back in and like sat closer to me when there was space? But then this other guy fills up the space. And then, yeah, they start talking about the water. And that's when he says, oh, I usually bring 3 water bottles after school. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm quiet in the corner reading my book, and I'm thinking, you bitches pour 4 water bottles on this. It's telling you not to put a drop, and you're putting 4 water bottles.
What? Does it get really hot with the water?
It is insane. Like, they pour the water on it, and I'm like, bitch, I'm about to pass out. Like, I don't know how I do it, but it also feels good.
Yeah.
So anyway, so they're there, and then it's silence because now there's 3 of us. So this guy beside me who was like kind of being sus has stopped talking. Good to go. So I'm reading my book. We're back in it, mama. Back in the game. And then the guy at the end, I don't know. I think they were talking. I can't remember. And then he gets up and goes. And he gets up and goes. And then the guy beside me gets up and goes and gets more water. He comes back. He puts the water on. And then he leaves his towel. Now he's fully naked and he's stretching. So he's just naked stretching.
This sauna.
Full downward dog and shit. Like going in. And I thought I stretch a lot in the sauna, but when there's other people in there, I don't usually do it.
And more when you're naked, because you're like, look at my hole.
Never. I would never. I've stood up naked and stretched, but when it's empty. Because you're not gonna exactly full hole to the girls in a very tiny space.
Just stretching out.
So that's what he's doing. And at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm in the corner, so like I can't get out of the sauna without passing this man who is naked stretching in front of me. So I'm like, this just feels like he's like sus. Because when he moved closer to me, I was like, I'm getting sus vibes. Now he's standing up stretching. Like I feel like this guy wants to be seen. So I'm like, okay, the second he sits back down, I'm gonna get out. But I don't get a chance to do that, mama. Because then he looks at me, direct eye contact, and goes, are you a swimmer? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, nice. I'm like, you? And he's like, yeah, I try. Okay, so that happened. And then, where do we go for are you a swimmer? Oh, he said, how long do you usually stay in here? I'm like, an hour. And then he goes, oh, is this, do you know any good cruising spots? So this is where I'm like, okay, he's just in one sentence. In one sentence, he's told me he's gay because he's told me he's assuming I'm gay because he's assuming I know what cruising is, and I mean that's just like you don't ask someone that unless you want to. Because
cruising means just hooking up in public.
Yeah, I've never done it, but I think it's where where a spot like a sauna or whatever is known as a hookup spot where strangers go to hook up.
Yeah, and it's like they don't need like a date,
or like a parking lot.
They don't need an appointment. They just walk in and whoever is there is like
people will go to like a parking lot and like open their door, put their foot out, 1 foot out, and then just wait for someone to approach them and be like, can I give you a hand job?
There's just a lot of rules, like a lot of like
I've never done it by experience, but I just know
we needed to bring in experts to talk on this topic.
Expert cruiser.
Yeah, because I've never done it, so we knew someone that was always doing it.
Yeah, that was like the first time I heard about it. But since I've done like research and I kind of understand it. Anyway, so I'm living a live cruise moment right now, y'all. So I'm like, oh shit, like this guy's hitting on me. So he goes, do you know any cruise spots? And I go, no. I don't know. And then this moment I'm like, okay, so I've just like made clear I'm gay, which he needed to confirm, I guess, because immediately goes, so do you have a girlfriend? And I go, no, a boyfriend. And he goes, oh, me too. And I go, cool. And he goes, are you open? And I go, no. He's like, oh, we are. I'm like, I didn't ask. And he's like, oh, it's a shame you're not open though. He's a lucky guy. I'm like, oh my God, this guy's like
I am
coming on strong. And I'm
literally
like, and I'm like, thanks. Yeah. He's like, I don't fucking know. So at this point I'm like, And then, so where are we? He's basically like, come on to me at this point. And he goes, oh yeah, because I usually like, this is my first time at this sauna, but I cruising, I don't know, like he
must be an expert.
Yeah,
cruiser.
he was like saying something about like looking like he's looked around before, but usually it's just old men in these saunas, old creepy men. So he was really happy at my guest appearance, I suppose, which was why he was making a come on. So I'm like, okay, I made it clear at this point because I'm like, no, we're not in an open relationship. So he sits back down. I'm reading my book and I'm like, okay, I gotta get up and go. Now I'm forgetting where it went from there because I know I left shortly after.
Oh, and then he left.
And then he left? Oh, he got out before me. Yeah. So then after he like realizes that like I'm back to my book, I'm not.
That you walked out before.
Yeah. Yeah. So now that he realizes I'm not into it, I'm not like it's not happening. I'm there, and I'm like, okay, like how do I get out of the situation? How do I go? I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna go. And then before I get up to go, this is the moment. This is the moment where he makes his last move. He goes, okay, well, if you ever like wanted a blow job or like a hand job, we could do that. And I was like, no, I'm sorry.
What did he say?
He said sorry, and I was like, oh, don't say sorry. It's not gonna happen. What?
Well, didn't he say like, I won't be able to get hard though because I just did legs.
Yeah, when he was standing up, when he said his boyfriend and him were open, he started saying, I fucked my boyfriend last night, so now I won't be able to get hard, but I could bottom, but I don't have lube. Like, just like an outspoken dialogue.
A little bio.
Basically telling me like, fuck me. And I was just like, is this really happening? Like the adrenaline was going so fast. I'm like already at almost my hour peak of the sauna. So I'm like, I need to get out of here. This man is blocking my way out. So when he sits down beside me, I'm like, okay, I'm getting up to go. So I start putting my bookmark in my book. And as I'm doing that, he goes, so like a hand job or a blow job. Like, so like the coupon's there. And I'm like, ha ha ha. And then boom, I'm out. So I think I got out first. Anyway, so I get out and I'm changing, and then I can like see through my peripherals. He's going to his locker and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, I need to like get my clothes on fast. I get my clothes on, and then as I'm like picking up my bags to leave, he walks out of like the bathroom area again and goes, "Have a good one." And I'm like, "Bye."
Oh my god.
I think he said something like, "Hope I'll see you again." And I was like, I gotta go. I gotta get out. And like, just reflecting back on that experience, I handled it well. Like I think body language and like just like I was much more like I thought if someone did that to me I'd be really like scared to even speak, but I was very like I was like not afraid to like stand up for myself and be like, don't fucking touch me kind of thing. But like reflecting back on it, I'm just like, it is so crazy how someone can be so open to.
Yeah, I was gonna say like,
because I didn't make a move. Like there was nothing about my actions that made it seem like I was interested in that. So I'm like, just fully going like, oh, are you a swimmer? Do you cruise? Like, can I suck your dick?
Right. It's like some people are just
in the span
really
of like a few minutes.
Because I can't imagine like just going up to someone and be like, so do I suck your dick now or like?
Right. Because if they haven't made an advance,
I'd be like
if I put my hand on his leg or something, sure. Or if I like when he sat close to me, if I moved closer,
yeah,
sure. But none of that happened. So like, it just feels a bit like. The chances of me saying yes are low. So that guy is really putting himself in a position of like just making himself feel like a creep.
Yeah, I wonder how many times he gets no per day.
You know what I mean? So leaving with that, I wanted to ask, so when someone like hits on you in public, or in my instance it was a bit more intense than just being hit on, you're not interested, like what's your best plan of attack?
Like I feel like I don't really get hit on in public
because I feel like I handled it well.
The times that I've gotten hit on in public, you were there, like it's usually like waiters being like, hey darling, hey sweetheart, things like that.
Right.
Waiters,
so like if you're not interested,
bartenders.
Usually Sebb is interested, let's be real.
No, I'm kidding. No, like I feel like, what happened?
Did somebody chew my what the did the guy in the sauna eat my water bottle? I didn't let him suck my dick, so he sucked my water bottle. Like there's teeth marks on my water bottle.
Maybe latte? I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, you were saying?
What was the question? If
like how do you shut them down? Like, are you the type to be like rude about it and very clear, or are you gonna like let them down easy like I did?
I feel like
I wasn't like, ew, get the fuck off and like leave. Like I had a conversation with this guy.
Yeah, because I feel like
I was very
fair.
like, don't touch me, but I was very like nice.
Yeah, it's fair if someone's hitting on you without crossing the line. You're just like, oh, not interesting, huh? Not interested. Thank you.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I haven't been hit on without you in a while. So I feel like I would just be like,
just go to that sauna, baby.
I'd just be like, awkward laugh and leave. And kind of like ignore.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I did in so many words. But holy fuck, what an experience. I was not ready for it. I get out of the sauna. I call Seb right away. I'm like, you're not going to believe some dude just asked to give me a blowjob. Seb's like, what?
It's kind of uncomfortable to do it like, because now it's like you don't feel.
It is uncomfortable.
Like every time you go to that place, you're like, am I going to run
eyes in the
into
back
this?
of my head, bitch.
Yeah.
Like today I went in and I was like, really, like I shouldn't be like, because it's not like he respected me when I said no, obviously, thank God, but like I still feel like if I saw him again I would crawl in my skin.
Yeah.
You know
and
at
the same time it should be kind of like, yeah, like I feel like it could have been handled different on his side. Yeah,
like it was very forceful.
Make you uncomfortable.
And I was in the corner, like I couldn't when he approached me with the initial like, do you have a boyfriend kind of thing hitting on me, there was no way for me to pass him without rubbing our bodies together, and so like that to me felt a little like, yeah, like a little too far.
Yeah, I feel like there was lines crossed. Yeah, because also if you're in a place like
thankfully I can defend myself and stand up for myself. Yeah,
if it's like a change room or somewhere where it's like you expect to see people naked, then you expect things not to get like sexual,
yeah, like mutual respect,
because then it's kind of like crossing a line, making like uncomfortable for everyone.
Also, he said it's his first time in that sauna.
I don't think so.
Right?
Because it's like, oh, I'm just going to hop in the sauna and be naked and, oh, should I suck your dick? Like, I feel like that sauna has been touched too many times by him.
Okay, I agree. Because I was like replaying the whole thing in my head. I'm like, that's confidence. Like your first time strolling into a place and you're like, I'm going to see if this is a cruising spot.
I feel like it's his cruising spot. Like, she's the owner.
Because he said at the beginning like, oh, I was just gonna go work out, but I just wanted to peek my head in and see, and I'm like,
how would you?
So you came in with your clothes, you saw me, and you thought I'm gonna try it on.
Yeah. There's just a lot of red flags.
So many. And like the openness to it, I just can't. I literally like clocked what time it was on my phone, and I was like, won't be coming on this time ever again.
Because like it's like, I take back when I say that he didn't cross the lines, because there was some lines crossed, because it's not like it's like a club or somewhere where people go like to flirt. Yeah.
No, it was incredibly like incredible. I just next
time
I'm gonna trust my gut more. Like when he scooched closer to me, that's when I should have left.
Yeah,
because my gut was telling me like this person's coming up to me.
Always listen to your gut.
But I didn't listen to my gut. So then by the time he's approaching me with the questions, I'm kind of cornered. Like.
Because also it's like if you want the sauna hookup, you can just go to a bathhouse.
Yeah, there's options.
Yeah, there's options that are like meant for that.
Yeah.
Because also, what if like an old man just walks in and has a heart attack? Like he's like, oh, thanks. Like a lot of things could go wrong.
Oh, but alas, I have a story to tell. So there's that.
Oh.
No, like that was my story.
Like,
but I also have another story. A quick one. I also gym stories. Let's just say it's been theme of the week.
That's your so rude of the day. Yeah, and you always have weird gym stories. Like my gym experience is so like, literally, I don't talk to anyone. I don't
know what it is about me, but people like feel like they can just like.
Well, because you like crawl all around those like your weird movements, which is like
I think because I'm not afraid to like be socially unconventional.
Yeah.
People feel like the need to approach me about it.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, because I saw the other day when you were doing a knee workout, someone was like, those knees or something like that. I was like.
Like people read me all the time. I hear people laughing all the time and I'm like, but I'm laughing because who's the one with the 8-pack? Bitch.
Exactly.
No, so I'm doing it's called butterfly, and you know the butterfly stroke in the swimming. So I'm doing that today, and I stop after my half an hour, and I'm getting out, and the girl who was swimming beside me the whole time looks at me and goes, I love watching people do the butterfly stroke.
How old was she?
Probably like 50. And I look at her.
She's like, is this a cruising spot?
And I look at her and I go, I always feel like I look crazy when I do that one. Have a nice day.
Maybe that is a cruising gym.
How am I supposed to? Girl, I'm here to work out and get my sauna fix.
It's quite dark, no? Like the place.
Dark? Oh, like twisted?
No, like, is the lights not giving dark vibes?
In the sauna? There's a light bulb.
In that gym.
No, it's got windows.
No.
Actually.
Oh, Latte. Oh.
Lucky babes. We need to cut your nails. Yeah, no, it's not dark, but clearly it's twisted.
Yeah, well, sensual.
So I'm also in that gym, and I'm doing the flies. I'm doing the flies, y'all. So you know, like the shoulder flies where you face it. It's like the machine where you can do the chest and the back. So I'm doing the back ones, and your hands are flying. So if someone's there, you're gonna fucking punch them in the face. And I just feel the presence. So I'm like, oh, I got to turn around and check before I start because I'm about to punch someone in the face. And as I turn around, this short 45-year-old maybe lady in a full pink getup, she's got her pink monochromatic work outfit on, is looking at me with the most heinous look of disgust. God. Like she is about to stab me. I actually thought she was going to grab a dumbbell and smash my brains out. So I'm like very thrown off. I'm like, oh my God, like I was about to hit you with the machine, lady. So I look at her, I'm like, thrown off by her staring into my soul with disgust, and I'm like, just silence. I'm looking at her like, what? And she goes, I was using that, which she wasn't. She was using another machine, but she was clearly supersetting. But like, there's no little fucking post-it note that says I'm supersetting. How am I supposed to know? So I go, oh, how was I supposed to know that? Because like I was kind of being rude because immediately her energy was off. So she's looking at me like I'm like awful. So I'm like, how was I supposed to know? And she goes, I don't fucking care.
Oh my God.
And still looking at me like she wants to kill me. So I go, okay, you can watch your tone. And I get up and walk away.
I'm glad you called her out.
Yeah.
What was her pre-workout cocaine?
Because she was so mad. I'm like, people need to fucking chill the fuck out.
Yeah, and people need to also like just do one machine at a time. Like, I get the whole superset thing, but it's like it works as if it's the same machine.
Mm-hmm.
Not if you're using two machines at once.
No. And I bounce around. Like I'll go from one thing to another, but I bounce around on things that are empty.
Yeah.
And if the gym's full, I'm not going to expect that
two machines for
own
you.
3 machines at once. Like
and
that's
I
just
hate when
inconsiderate.
people like are using it and then they just stand by it and start talking to someone else. Like 30 minutes they talk, not using the machine, but just like standing by it. I'm like,
yeah. And then when people do that, I'll just walk in and start using it because like I'm like, my set's gonna take me 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And then I'll go, and then you'll get, or like on the pull-up machine bars too. And then people like give you death stares, and I'm like, you're on your phone.
Yeah.
So I don't care if what you think, but I paid for the same membership as you.
Yeah. There's no exclusive one.
No, fuck that shit. RuPaul's Drag Race got hot and heated this week. Holy shit.
I don't think I've been this pissed at a drag queen
in a long time.
In a long time.
Because she didn't just steer like a villain, edit her. She didn't rear her ugly villain head. She like rotated that thing 360.
Yeah.
And was like, let me ruin my whole brand.
Like it was unnecessary.
She went from kind of likable fashion queen who will definitely get hired to do runways in the future to like
little baby that's crying.
That no one's going to want to work with.
Yeah. Because it's so gross.
I don't know what the strategy was doing that because she must have like just horse blinders on.
Yeah.
And so mad at Jules to do that on TV.
If y'all didn't see RuPaul's,
and not think about what she's going to look like.
If y'all didn't see RuPaul's Drag Race, Ariadne gets really mad at Jules Sparkle, and
Lexi Love does as well.
Yeah.
Because Jules picks the order for the roast.
Which is like they were just getting mad because they were bad at roasting.
And they couldn't handle how anxious they were to perform badly in the roast, so they just took it out on Jules.
And then they get so mad, Lexi won't stop talking about it, and then Ariadne also won't stop talking about it, and she decides to steal Jules' jokes. And she's like, she wants to play dirty, I'm going to play dirty too. I'm going to steal her jokes. And she admits it on the show. And I'm like, girl, that's not it.
Yeah, it's like one thing, because there's been queens in the past, like got accused of, and I think like proved that they stole jokes from other comedians. But it's like kind of like people were saying in defense, like all artists take inspiration from other artists, and it is what it is. But like Gottmik still got up there and like performed jokes that they brought like in their own capacity. They didn't steal them from another girl right beside.
Yeah, she didn't do it to ruin someone's like joke
during the competition.
Yeah.
So that malice is wild, first of all. And then to have the audacity, like in the Untucked episode, like it's still, Jules is still heated from it. And to go up to her and be like, tee-hee, yeah, I did that, but like, can we like be good now? Right. I was just mad. It's like, if I was Jules handled it so gracefully.
Yeah, because she didn't even bring it up to the girls. No. Like, I don't think probably the other girls didn't know until it aired or something.
Yeah, which is wild. Like,
because I would have been like, as soon as she said my joke, I'm like, stop! She's stealing my jokes.
Cut the shit.
Or even when your row starts, I'd be like, well, I had a lot of jokes planned, but
I wish she did
Ariadne
that.
stole most of them.
I think she like is a really caring person, and I think even though Ariadne was really betraying her in that moment, she was like, I can tell Ariadne's going home right now,
Yeah.
so I'm not going to make it worse for her. And I'm glad she didn't, because Ariadne already was having a meltdown.
Yeah.
Like the meltdown was meltdowning.
Yeah, and I feel like it just solidified Jules' spot.
Oh yeah, for sure. And Jules will definitely like benefit from this, whereas I think Ariadne unfortunately will fade into obscurity.
Yeah.
Which is sad because she is really talented. Like her fashion design skills are insane. But I think the thing the fans love the most is like your charisma, your personality.
Yeah, like your genuineness, and it just made you look so unlikable.
Yeah, it really did. Lexi Love not as much because she like clocked herself. She was like, okay, I fucked up.
Yeah, like it's
whereas
like
Ariadne was
she
like,
had that moment where she was like, she talks with Anya and she's like, okay, like I did fuck up.
And to put the cherry on top of the tea, Ariadne left with looking crazy. The lips were wiped off. Do you remember that?
Yeah, and then she's
like, you're not doing yourself any favors.
You stink, or what was it?
Oh yeah,
you smelly bitch.
She called the girls need to brush their teeth.
She's like, Anya, learn how to brush your teeth.
That's
I'm like,
fucked, man.
Anya's so nice. That's so rude.
And Nick, you're just mad because Anya's makeup is prettier than yours.
And because she's like a front runner.
Yeah. And I think that's the sad thing about these fashion queens sometimes is they think, oh, my fashion is so good that I'm guaranteed top 4. But it's like an impeccable look can only get you so far. If
especially
it's
right
been
now,
it's like, been the tea of the season. Like, I'm sorry, but Ariadne could not act. She wasn't funny. She didn't have much personality.
And also because it's like, yeah, like it's like so many queens just get money and get cute looks from other designers. So it's like nowadays the looks aren't as important and like us having the whole package of like being talented, funny, like charisma and everything. Like,
yeah, like we're sort of like acclimatized to the looks being so top level, which is why the looks don't affect who goes home as much anymore, because it's just like,
because the looks is just like a cherry on top.
Yeah, the look is to give the drag queen their opportunity to show who they are, whereas like the challenges is what the judges are kicking you out for. But holy shit, it was such a heated episode. I don't think Drag Race has gotten that fucking fiery.
Right, because it's usually like kumbaya vibes, but
no,
she went Housewives.
But we did have Butthole on fire and and Miss Lana.
So
it was cool to see the underdogs take the cake.
Yeah, I loved Butthole, Lana, and I really liked Sam Stars.
But I can't unsee. So remember, Lana came out in like that reference to the model, and it was like it was just half-assed. Like it wasn't great.
Yeah,
but she also had the hat, the red hat. Do you remember? Yeah. Which was giving "Make America Great Again." That was a choice.
Because I think she was kind of referencing like, because it was like
street
17.
Fashion model.
No, because it's like RuPaul's Drag Race 17, and it's kind of like how the MAGA hat has like 45, 47 or something like that.
Okay.
So I don't know if it was like a direct kind of like camp reference. I don't know, but the whole outfit, I was like, did she forget to bring an outfit for this week? Because it's like, I know it might seem like an iconic look someone did, but you have to make it camp, make it
like
big.
This is drag.
Because that wasn't even really short shorts.
No, it's like Simone's step down look. Like she was giving that aesthetic, but she did it impeccably. Yeah. Do you remember like the shirt was like frozen to make it look like it was wet?
Yeah.
The pants were stoned in the most beautiful way.
You can do like a little things here and there to elevate it.
Exactly. I would have to agree. But it killed me when Lydia was like, and that's what Mistress would say if she was dressed up as an oscillating fan.
I was too funny.
Like, the fact that she made that shit up real quick, because she said she didn't think she was even going to do well, but the fact that she went to the stage and just like, that's what you got to do sometimes, just like be outrageously you.
Yeah.
Because the way she was like, oh, Corey's gone and now I need another person to fuck. RuPaul, you down? Yeah. Like that shit is so audacious.
That's why you keep putting me in the bottom.
So I was really proud of Miss Butthole.
What did you say? Corey's left something.
Corey's babies are still in me.
Yeah. That was too funny.
It was fucking so good. And I'm really glad she got a win, because I thought for a second I was like, is Lydia gonna go home without a win when she's always been every week like performing?
Like,
not bad at all. She's always coming to the table. Besides when do you remember when she acted like the grandma?
Oh yeah, I think she was nervous in that moment.
That shit was,
because I think they all have like moments when it's like after they have a challenge where they find their comedy and their like voice, then it all changes. Like I feel like after this week she'll like kind of like what Sam Star did when they were like, be messy, and now it's like a whole new person. Something like that will happen to Lydia, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Like the confidence, it takes a while to settle in, because it's such like a high stakes situation. Australian Survivor, Zara, her little evil giggle.
Oh yeah,
we love Zara.
I love the editing they did, because they're like, look at her, she's so happy, and then they cut to her, she's like, whee!
Like a little elf.
It gets messy too.
Yeah, like they've had 2 episodes with no elimination, which is sending me.
Yeah, I'm like, girl, kick someone out. But why did they kick that guy out? Did you figure it out or not?
Yeah, so Ben went, and so the 2 stories on the street are quite different. The first alleged story is he got pneumonia. He had troubles breathing, and then they took him out of the game.
You can die.
Yeah, so obviously that's not good. The second alleged is, and there's no like facts I've seen to back this up, so it's really just alleged, but that the show didn't say anything about it. Like usually if it's like a dramatic like health issue, they kind of weave it into the story, but they didn't. They were just like, and Ben's gone. So the theory fans are saying is that he was like a creep and like kind of creepy to the girls. Oh. And then he pissed off production for that, and they kicked him out.
Ew.
But that's alleged, and I don't really know if that's true. So
because that'd be scary. Like
I'm just gonna go with the pneumonia story for now.
But like, what is with these shows not doing background checks?
Yeah, that part.
Because also like the same thing happened.
Well, it's always been like that in reality TV. Like I remember watching Big Brother growing up, and they like took a guy out in 1 week because they found out he was doing porn, or he did porn in the past.
But that, I feel like that one is kind of like, that one is shaming sex work.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Because like when someone does porn, it's like everybody's watching porn. Like, yeah, like who cares?
Porn is just like I don't get why it's so stigmatized.
You know who had a porn star in their music videos? A gay porn star in their music videos?
Who?
Taylor Swift.
Who?
There's like a security guard in the Delicate music video, and he was a gay porn star.
So
I don't think she was like, let me see your references.
No.
No, but
she probably didn't care, because like you said, like that's shaming sex work.
Yeah.
I just don't get it, but it is what it is. Oh, and I loved they showed Polly like prancing on the beach. It was giving Zara's little elf moment too.
I kind of want Polly to stay.
Great. I know, I like Polly.
I hate AJ.
Me too. And they all love AJ and hate Polly.
Like they hate AJ, but they love doing what he says.
Yeah.
I don't get it, because they're like, I feel like Polly wouldn't backstab them the way AJ would.
I know, and they're like, AJ is Polly's a snake oil salesman. He could sell you anything. And I'm like, AJ's the one having you all do what he wants every 5 seconds. But I don't like AJ. AJ is so irritating, because he like, you can just really tell like he thinks he is the
gamer
pinnacle of gamer. Yeah, it's irritating to watch. But who do you think will make it to merge? Who do you want to win? I
want to win Miles.
Yeah, we love Miles. I think Miles could take the whole thing.
Yeah, I think Miles, or I kind of or Zara. She's funny.
Or the DJ. She's cool.
The DJ. Oh yeah, that randomly had like her DJ moment.
Yeah, her big DJ debut on. I was like,
and
damn,
now
they're getting
I'm
her
more into the Australian
promo.
accents. I've grown into them.
Yeah, and I low-key want to go get an Australian passport so I can go audition, because it kind of looks more fun than the US one.
Oh, I would like to see it.
Maybe that's because the guys were hotter.
No, I was saying about the background checks, similar in Love is Blind. Well, like Love is Blind Argentina, I think. One girl got paired with a guy, they got married and everything. Now they're out of the show. And then he beat her up.
I thought you said he bit her, but
no, he beat her up.
Never mind. Jesus.
Yeah, it's so scary.
Did she bring him to court or something?
So she's like, I think she's bringing him to court.
Good.
And then another guy from Love is Blind, the recent season that I just watched in Minneapolis. He had, I never know how to say that.
And you're so cute earlier. You're like, Caroline. For Carolyn.
He had like, apparently like a lot of like girls were talking about him being like sociopath. He had like, he had an ex-girlfriend. He was telling her that he was allegedly like attracted to like some really messy, problematic situations. And she was like, that's triggering to me because I got like one time. And he's like, oh, but like, I don't know, very manipulative, sociopathic. And I'm like, why are they not doing their research when they cast these guys? Because it's putting like so many people in danger. Yeah,
they should have a responsibility because it's like unethical.
Yeah.
If you're putting contestants in a unsafe situation because you haven't done your research.
That's why I feel like Love is Blind should be canceled by now.
Well,
because nobody goes on the show.
You're watching it, and then like I see for 5 minutes, and this guy's going on about like how he's not homophobic, but like he is homophobic, and I'm like, what is going on in the show?
It's like, girl, they're feeling very comfortable. This past season, like the men were very comfortable in being like homophobic Trump supporters. Yeah, and like all the girls were like, what is going on?
What happened to the men in society?
And then people on Twitter are going crazy. They're going like, oh my God, he dodged a bullet because she didn't want to marry him because of his Black Lives Matters, blah, blah, blah. It's like, girl, she dodged the bullet.
Exactly. It's like the same thing of people on X being like, on Twitter being like, oh, this Tesla promoting thing, it doesn't matter your politics. You got to admit this is fucked up. And I'm like, we're done with it doesn't matter with your politics bullshit. It does matter.
Yeah.
It does matter. Your politics fucking matter. If you support Trump and Elon Musk at this point in time, you are trash.
Yeah.
It matters.
Like, it's not just supporting the economic aspect of it. You're supporting the whole ideals of it.
You're supporting a fucking homophobic, racist, fucking Nazi supporting fucktard. You are supporting hatred. Like, you're supporting division. You're supporting all the things that are not are supposed to be fucking like illegal. Hate crimes, bitch.
Jesus but anyways.
Christ. Thank God.
Oh
Pick
my
it
God.
up.
I think it's for you.
Hello.
Dear fairy rude mothers.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's been a wild week. What's up?
My boyfriend's dick is so huge.
Oh, wait. I need measurements. How long?
It just hurts to bottom. Like, oh my Lord. He's so hot and I love him, but I hate sex because like, ow. Should I tell him? Oh. I don't want to lose him. P.S. I'm drunk in a Margaritaville bathroom. Love you.
Oh, I love that.
I know. That's very us.
We're always drunk in a margarita bathroom with a bottle of margaritas.
But me and my big cocks have a hell of a time.
Oh. So I'm gonna assume it's like bigger than 7.5. It's probably, I'm gonna guess it's 8.5.
Yeah, if you're saying it's so huge, probably like 8.5, 9.
Yeah, if you can't take all of it, it's got to be over 8.5. Well, some people can't take more than like 5, so you never know. Anyway, so we'll say it's more than 5. Well, how long have you been this way? I don't know the tea, like, because if you've been in this relationship a long time and you've been like taking that D for a long time without telling him it hurts, like, you just got to be upfront and be like, that fucking hurts. And then maybe you guys can find ways to make it feel better. And maybe you can find ways to, jiggle that dick without it being inside you.
Yeah, I think I always say preheat the oven. Maybe you're not preheating enough.
Yeah.
So get a little vibration moment.
So you don't frustrate those coochie bits.
Yeah, vibrators, so things like that. So like preheat the oven, then lots of lube. Try that out. If it still hurts a lot.
Allegedly, Temu has very affordable things.
Yeah. If it still hurts a lot, then try those like little things we always say. We need like a discount code with our name for all you big dick kings out there.
Use code communication for more dick.
But yeah, honestly, like just try different things out and always like have communication. Like just talk about it because maybe he knows some things that could work out because he's had this dick for a while. Or maybe he wants the bottom.
He's had this dick for his whole life.
Yeah, so maybe he's like, oh, I'm used to it.
But that's a very bold assumption because a lot of straight men not only don't know how to fuck or use their dick. No, but
this is not a straight relationship.
Okay, good. If it's not a straight relationship, then they should know how to use their dick and how to warm up the oven. So you're at least ahead of the game.
Yeah.
With that.
Let us know how it goes and get another shot on us on the Margaritaville bathroom.
Yeah, it sounds like you're having fun in the bathroom. Honestly, I would just, while you're in the bathroom, give him a call and be like, I'm drunk in a margarita bathroom and I got something to tell you. Your dick is so big it hurts me.
We need to find things to do about it.
Yes. Oh, you could do this one idea that somebody gave me recently where you put like a sleeve on half of it. And then just they can.
Yeah, that was the one I said because we always say that one in the podcast. Like you put half a sleeve, like is it a sleeve?
Yeah.
The little thing that you put like that, and then you put the rest.
Like you put like you know what they're called.
Well, that depends.
A pocket rocket.
Yeah, if it's not the girth that bothers you.
If it's the girth that bothers you, well then
just warming up a lot, I think.
Or just other options. You don't have to do penetration.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do out there, BSD.
Ring, ring.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you. I helloed for you, my bad. Dear Fairy Rude Mothers.
Hi.
My gay friends are all in open relationships, but I don't want that from my man and I. Is that wrong?
I don't think that's wrong at all, honey. Relationships are like buttholes. They're all different sizes, different colors, different hairiness.
Sometimes they're on fire like Lydia B. Collins.
Yeah. And sometimes they're open.
They're closed.
And sometimes they're closed. And that's perfectly fine, honey.
Exactly.
You have to find
it's
whatever
like me with my
butthole.
sauna story.
Yeah.
I was proud of my monogamous lifestyle. And I said, not today, sir.
Yeah, I think like it's very easy to like try to compare your relationship with like other people and be like, oh well, like these people are open, these people are married, these people have kids, these people are doing anal in the back of Margaritaville. But it's like you don't have to do any of these things. You can just do whatever works with the couple.
Yeah, it's like Sebb back to the sauna. Sebb said like my sauna time is me time, and I feel like you kind of gotta be like that with everything in your life. Like, what is it you want?
Yeah,
who gives a fuck what other people are doing? Like, what's gonna make you happy? Like, if you don't want to be fucking a different person every night, then don't. And if you do, then do. But none makes the other one right or wrong.
Yeah, there's no right or wrong exactly. Like, there's no God that's gonna be like, oh, you're a slut.
Yeah, so take it like a taker, because baby, I'm a giver.
Oh, because baby, I'm a giver. Hello,
dear Fairy Rude Mother.
Hi.
My wife wants to try sex on shrooms.
Oh,
but I don't want to.
Oh,
she was kind of bummed about it for a week or so, but got over it quickly. I kind of feel bad though, taking that experience away from her. So do I like offer her a hall pass so she can go fuck someone else on shrooms? Let me know.
I mean, that's hard.
That's difficult.
Literally. No, I think like if you don't want to do drugs, don't do them.
I think my first approach, like if it was me and Sebb, obviously my first approach isn't gonna be, oh, Sebb, go fuck someone else on shrooms.
Yeah.
Because I don't want him to go fuck someone else on shrooms. So what I would do is be like, oh, I actually did some research and people say like shrooms make you feel like euphoric and blah, 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 blah. So what if I set up like this really nice like massage for you, and I've looked up this certain massage that is supposed to like really release these like dopamines and make you feel euphoric. And then you can kind of have that experience.
Oh, that's cute.
Or like you could do mushroom chocolate. So like there's chocolates out there that are mushrooms that aren't magic mushrooms, but they're natural mushrooms that have properties that make you horny and
I saw those on
have
TikTok.
a higher libido.
We'll have to try those.
So kind of like I think I would workshop the experience the person's looking for.
Yeah, and then like if anything, then you can be like, okay, none of this worked. You can do the shrooms and then I'll have sex with you.
That's smart too. I didn't even think of that. We don't have to do it together.
Yeah, like I'll be the vessel.
Yeah. but like you're gonna have to sign something that says
don't eat my face.
No, I would like be like, you're gonna have to sign something that says this was consensual before you do the shrooms, because if one of us is like on shrooms and one of us isn't,
yeah, well, I don't know how what shrooms make you feel. Like,
I've never done shrooms, so I don't know.
I could never, because I saw that movie. What was that movie called with the bear in Norway or something? The cocaine bear? No, it's like this. Like this girl does shrooms and her whole face like starts moving when she looks in the mirror, and I was like, bitch, I would.
I can't.
Yeah, I can't.
I just saw, it's called like My Old Ass. I only watched half of it, but like the story is these 3 friends go into the woods and do shrooms, and the one goes like, the other 2 go off on their trip, and the one goes like, it's not hitting me, and then all of a sudden herself in the future appears, and they have this whole night, and then when she goes back home, I'm spoiling it right now, but when she goes back home, her future self left her number in her phone, and they're like calling each other back and forth and like catching each other up on their lives and stuff. And I'm like, I don't want to do shrooms and meet a future me who's gonna fuck my mind up, and then when I leave the trip, all I'm gonna be able to think about for the rest of my life is that. Yeah. So like my whole life is ruined.
Because it's like, I feel like shrooms are for a certain type of people that don't overthink or like stress. I don't know. Right? Like I don't think it would work for me, because like
I'm a huge overthinker.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to like whatever happens if I'm on shrooms, I'm like thinking about it for the rest of my life. Or like people say like, no, I changed. I wasn't the same after I did shrooms. Like I'm just like such a better person now. I'm like, well, still, like I don't want to change my whole life.
And I just think that's easily accomplished without it. Like since the pandemic, I did a lot of like meditational kind of things, looking inward to like try and better myself. And I can say that in the last 5 years, I have bettered myself in a lot of ways. And that's a lot of that is like I owe that to meditation and looking inwards and being true to myself of like what I need and want in my life.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like for me, I'm working to quiet my mind, whereas shrooms, I think, would do the opposite. It would make me like lose track of my sense of self, because it would give me like too much to think about.
Yeah, right. Like, I don't know. Because yeah, like I feel like if you're actively trying to like question who you are and like where you're at in life and everything, it's like you're doing that process.
Doing the work.
Yeah, you're doing the work actively. Like you don't need another substance or another anything to see what you want to change in your life and do it. You just have to be honest with yourself and be like, okay, maybe I should stop doing this. Maybe I can like hold yourself accountable, which I feel like is like just what you have to do. You don't have to like.
And that's like, you realize that power of like how powerful it is to be like looking inwards all the time and doing that work.
Yeah.
And it's like, I realize that from like getting sober, it's like every day my brain feels more kind of like aware, and I feel more into who I actually am as a person, and that just comes with like the confidence I have from being sober. And it's like, I don't know if I could have ever predicted that happening, because like, for instance, if I did shrooms and I'm like, this is enlightening me so much, I wouldn't get that experience that I'm getting now, where I've been sober for this many months and every day I feel my brain like kind of like open up more, and it's like, oh, so like drugs are like they kind of like close you off to that experience.
Yeah, because then you'd be like, oh, I did this growth because of shrooms. Right. I mean, like I did this growth because I worked on myself and blah blah blah. Like, oh, now I have to get high again to get this growth again.
Yeah, and people do that. Like suddenly it's like a yearly thing to like look inward, but it's like, but do you actually need the drugs to do that? Which
I was like, I just watched a show called Apple Cider Vinegar, which was really good, really harsh, but it's about this girl like with cancer and then another girl that's faking cancer. And yeah, it made me think about the whole ayahuasca thing, because this one girl that has cancer goes to do like the ayahuasca retreat and kind of like finds herself in it. But at the end of the day, she's just like paying like for this service. And I was like, wow, like it really is just like a service that they're selling you, and being like, oh, it's a spiritual journey. It's going to change your life. Is that cash or card? It's like, so what is the, so like, it's, I don't think it's as natural and like not capitalistic as people make it seem.
Yeah, for sure.
Because at the end of the day, it's like going to a bar and ordering shots and being like, wow, oh, like
it's like slap the label on something as like self-care.
Yeah.
To just like make the money.
Yeah. It's kind of like going to SoulCycle and saying like, oh yeah, like it's the same thing.
What do you mean? You didn't finish your set?
Like going to SoulCycle and being like, oh, this glass opened my eyes. It's like, it's a start. You're paying for a service.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you can have that what's it called? Like self-growth anywhere you want if you commit to doing it.
Yeah, for sure. Like you have to like be careful for the like excuses you tell yourself. Because like I feel in the past I would tell myself, oh, I write my best lyrics when I'm tipsy. But you have to be real with yourself at some point.
Are they?
And be like, no. I look back at my lyrics I write when I'm sober versus tipsy, and I'm like, the ones where I'm sober are much more coherent.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just feel like you got to get to a point where you aren't using substances as a crutch.
Because also it's like, it's like...
a lot of people, like, we all got our vices.
A lot of people say like, oh, it just opens me up. But then if by saying that, you have to say like, wait, why do I feel closed off when I'm sober? Like, what am I trying to hide when I'm sober, that when I'm like doing these substances, I feel opened up? And that way is how you start doing the growth and being like, okay, like how can I open myself up when I'm sober?
It really is the thing about like doing something that scares you every day.
Yeah.
Because I was using way back like a long time ago when I met you, I was using alcohol as a social crutch for my social anxiety. Like I was like, damn, after like 3 vodka sodas, girl, I am the most confident bitch in the room. Like I could talk to anyone. But it took a lot of years for me to realize I don't need the alcohol to be that way.
Yeah.
So you got to do the work, and it can be scary because you're of course it's easy to poison yourself with a bit of alcohol and give yourself the courage, but it's also harder to find that courage without the alcohol. But when you do find it, it's more rewarding because then you have that from now on. Then you can be like, oh, like I can do this thing anytime without a substance. And that is the power that is kind of like realizing who you are and like building who you are.
Yeah. Wow, that's so deep.
Wow.
Be that as it may, if your wife wants to have shroom sex, talk about it like we just did. And maybe she'll be like, oh shit, I don't, or I do want to do it.
But if the real problem is you're uncomfortable with her doing shrooms, like you don't want her to do shrooms, then that's a whole other conversation.
Yeah,
like,
to have.
You got to be like, I don't think you should do it. And then she's going to be like, well, I want to do it. And you guys are going to have to find your compromise. I don't know. Oh, Jesus.
It's for you.
Another one. Okay. Hello.
Okay, dear fairy rude mothers, here's the tea. So I had
What's your tone?
I had this friend in 6th grade.
I said, what's your tone?
I had this friend in 6th grade, but that bitch fucking used me for popularity.
Oh my God.
Now I'm going to have to beat that bitch up today or the next year. I don't even know when, but I'm going to beat her up. Love y'all.
So circling back to our last conversation, we all have our vices, and I think yours is anger. And I think you need to go to anger management classes. Or a meditation, or maybe ayahuasca.
Yeah, no, well, I kind of love this energy.
Well, I've always been the type of girly to say violence is not the answer.
Yeah.
So, baby girl, go get yourself a manicure, a pedicure, and floss your teeth.
Yeah,
have
a little self-care day, streams with friends like these, and take that anger into something that you can do for yourself. Trust me, your enemies will defeat themselves. It's like you don't have to do anything about it.
No, it's like they always say. That gay boy that you bullied, look at him now. He's thriving. He's in his little Speedo in Rio de Janeiro dancing on the beach.
Yeah.
And where are you? You know? So thrive, stay alive, and through your thriving, they'll suffer.
Yeah, exactly. They always suffer.
You're welcome.
You know what I'm pissed about?
What?
I'm not cussing, but Anora...
Like pissed, or this is making you so rude?
It's making me kind of so rude.
Okay.
Anora...
Girl, fuck off with Anora. This Oscars was a chop.
Yeah, we finally watched Anora. It wasn't bad, but
No, we didn't finish it, so it wasn't good.
Yeah, we didn't finish it.
I literally thought about it last night. I was like, should I ask Sebb to finish this movie, and I was like, you know what? Fuck that.
Because the thing is, it wasn't giving plots.
No.
It was giving like, let's set up a camera and see what happens.
Yeah, right? Like, just actors keep doing things that are more fucked up. Thank you.
Yeah,
we'll
and
keep
the
rolling.
thing is, like, I didn't think her acting was better than Demi Moore in The Substance, and I just feel like it was
compare.
so
I'm gonna say it how it is. Demi Moore transcended horror with her performance. She deserved the Oscar.
Yeah, like
she deserved it.
I don't know. I just thought it was so good. Like, The Substance was so much more deserving. And then
like
Nora,
a dry, harassed freaking desert after swimming. I need to moisturize.
Yeah, it's chlorine.
Jesus Christ.
And Nora,
it's The Substance.
I don't know. I just make me rude.
Babe, like, how many times have we talked about The Substance? Like,
yeah,
it speaks for itself.
It like changes your life
And the people you show it to.
Yeah.
Sebb did a whole Sebb
did
a whole campaign.
PR campaign.
I'm like, put that energy towards campaigning for the Liberal Party of Canada. Shout out Mark Carney, who won the Liberal vote.
I was like showing
leader.
everyone The Substance.
Y'all, yeah, like I said, it's not about politics at this point. It's about protecting our human rights. And if you're a Canadian, when the next election hits, please register to vote and vote.
Go to smartvoting.ca.
Smartvoting.com so you don't split the vote.
.ca or
and then, well, that's got real.
Things got so rude.
They did. We are sending them out today. So if you guys want to receive your signed photos from us for next month, go over and check out the tiers on Patreon, and that's where you can get some cool extra content from us every single week. Shout out to our Rainbow Clown besties.
Love you. Shout out to the demonetized besties.
Mwah, we love you all so much.
And shout out to the Sebastian collector Manny.
We'll see you
love you, besties. Bye.
Bye.
My homie being sus, breaked up. Does he know I noticed? Does he want some? Call my homie being sus, don't get caught. Tell us girl we're just chilling while I take